Welcome to Rockwood's webinar series. Here we are going to see another webinar which is based on NEET. And as we embark on this journey together, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you joining us from various corners of the globe like YouTube, Zoom, Facebook. Your presence amplifies our spirit. On board, we have Mr. Subramaniam, who is our Rockwood Junior College CEO, who has an experience over 20 plus years coaching students for various competitive exams like NEET, IIT, and JEE examinations. To kickstart this webinar, sir, I would like you to tell us what is NEET?
Sure, Gracelyn. Very good evening, everyone. I think I spoke a lot about NEET, and I feel very happy to be part of one more webinar talking about NEET. So let me very quickly talk about what is NEET. NEET stands for National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test. This exam is conducted both for undergraduate graduates and also for post-graduation entrance test for medical courses. So this webinar we are exclusively conducting for NEET undergraduation medical courses. So this examination is conducted by NTA, and children who have opted in their 11th and 12th for biology, physics, and chemistry subjects, they can take up this examination in order to pursue their medical courses as part of undergraduation. This exam at this point of time, it's pen and paper mode test, and all the questions are asked in multiple choice questions. For every question, there is going to be only one correct answer out of 4. And duration of the exam is going to be 3 hours, 20 minutes. As far as the paper pattern is concerned, physics, you will have a total of 50 questions spread across 2 sections, and children can attempt up to 45 questions. Same is the case with chemistry. You will have again 50 questions spread across 2 sections, and you can attempt up to 45 questions. And botany, zoology put together, you will have 100 questions, and you need to answer 90 questions out of those 100. So in all, you can attempt up to 180 questions. And every correct answer, it's going to be, 4 marks will be awarded with, and every wrong answer, you will be given 1 negative mark. And if you don't attempt, there is no mark going to be awarded for that. So if you look at the marking scheme, it is very clearly accuracy-based test. So if you know the answer, go ahead and attempt the answer. If you are sure of the answer, at least 50% or above, then you can try attempting the answer. If you are not sure of any of the given 4 options, the answer, then it's better not to attempt the questions. This is all about NEET examination, what is NEET and who can attend, who conducts, and paper pattern and marking scheme, all about NEET. Over to you, Gracelyn.
Yes, sir. Since we all know that NEET is one of the toughest exams a person can know, what are like the various strategies to crack this NEET examination?
That's a very good question, Gracelyn. So, students who are preparing for NEET examination, they follow many different type of strategies. But I would simplify those strategies into 5 tips. The first one, very important one, would be starting early and having good study plans. If you decided to take up NEET examination, you must start your preparation at least 2 years if you are in 11th and great. Or if you're taking the NEET exam as a long-term student, you must thoroughly prepare for entire year. And making use of 2 years for grade 11 student or for entire year for long-term student is must. You cannot crack this exam by preparing for 3 to 4 months. This is, in fact, not just one of the toughest exam in India. It is one of the toughest exam in the world. So if you prepare early, you will have time on your side, thoroughly covering the syllabus, and having good study plans, listening to classes effectively, and following up, listening to classes, doing the work after classes would greatly help you, and you will have biggest advantage on your side. And second important step would be having clarity on the syllabus and the pattern. There was a change in syllabus last year released by NTA for NEET examination. If you look at the syllabus and different chapters, based on the subject, there are some chapters which you have more weightage. There are some chapters where weightage is less. So looking at previous year questions, you can base your preparation on the more weighted chapters. There are cases, especially in case of physics, children find it very difficult to cover all these chapters. So if you understand the syllabus, you will be able to decide which one to prepare, which one to skip when there is a time crunch for you. And also understand the pattern, marking scheme, and how to prepare those kind of different type of questions, and which subject to attempt first, which type of questions to attempt, which type of questions you can think of even leaving it out when you are not able to solve within the stipulated time. Remember, this exam, you will have just a minute to read the question, understand the question, and also solve it and bubble it on OMR sheet. And third also is, I would say, a very important strategy, seeking help. When a student is preparing throughout the year, it is possible that many at times you would be stuck. It might be subject related, it might be related to motivation, anything. You never ever hesitate to seek help. It can be your faculty member, it can be your senior, it can be your parent, it can be your own friend. Sort out help, and anything that they can provide. Who knows? For some of the problems, the others might be able to give solutions very easy. Don't keep it on your shoulder. And fourth one is, remember this examination, as I mentioned, for 11th grader, you are going to prepare for minimum of 2 years, for NEET long-term student for a year. So preparation time is very, very long time. Throughout the course of preparation, you must be staying motivated. For that, you must ensure to have goals set for you, and you must be ensuring to check the progress of your goals week on week, month on month. And taking care of your health is very, very, very important. Don't prepare for 18, 19 hours in a day. Rather, you give ample time of 12 to 14 hours for preparation and some time for your health, and taking care of your health with exercises and good food is very, very important step as part of preparing for NEET or any kind of examination. And always throughout your preparation, stay motivated and stay positive. At times, it is possible for you to get low score as part of your test that your institute is conducting. Understand, decode why you are getting less. Don't feel demotivated by looking at score. And last one is, the more the practice that you do, the better performance you can have. So make use of previous year papers, make use of the regular topics, revising. All of these little things would help you to perform better in the NEET examination. These are 5 strategies I would strongly recommend any NEET aspirant to follow it so that they can see success in the NEET examination. Back to you, Gracelyn.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And there may be many academies that are giving NEET coaching. So how is Rockwood different? What are the advantages if a student joins the Rockwood NEET Academy?
All right. So at Rockwoods, we follow a giant wheel approach. And here we ensure to have 8-step approach to ensure success for every student, not for a set of students. So let me talk about what is this giant wheel approach. The first step that we do is we ensure to make every child master NCERT. Most of you would have been aware, NEET syllabus is a straight pick from NCERT. And syllabus, the questions are restricted to come within from this, NCERT syllabus. So if you can make sure children are mastering, there is a assured guaranteed success, in the NEET examination. We do that at, Rockwood's NEET Academy. And second thing that we do is we also have Rockwood's curated material. For every chapter, we have close to 200 to 400 odd questions. So right after making children practice NCERT, we also make children solve these questions. That way their confidence goes up. Third thing is we also ensure children do asynchronous learning. We make them listen to faculty classes very effectively, but we also follow it up with study hours, little, work, after college time. That way they're always connected with topics and, concepts, and they tend to practice right in the classroom, after the class, and at home. And fourth thing is, I would say this is very unique to Rockwood's NEET Academy. We work in building children capacity. One example of that is we conduct super reading program. As I mentioned little earlier, this exam is conducted for 3 hours, 20 minutes. And during this time, children need to read 200 questions. And they can attempt up to 180 questions. Meaning, children have just a minute to read the question, understand, and then solve it, and then bubble it. And these questions are very, very lengthy questions. So in order to ensure children are supported, not only just botany, zoology, physics, and chemistry, to be able to read quickly, we do super reading program. That way, children capacity to read quickly and good number of lines in short span of time, able to comprehend and understand, what they are asking, would greatly, improve. That way, children will be able to solve, all the questions within the stipulated time. I would say that is something unique. Most of the institutes work in improving children knowledge in the core 4 subjects, but we work beyond those 4 core subjects. And fifth step, multiple mock tests we conduct at Rockwood's. Every day we do daily practice tests, 5 questions from botany, 5 questions from zoology, and 5 questions from physics, and 5 questions from chemistry. What they are listening to the faculty members in the classroom, what they are practicing during the study time, those concepts on the same day we test. That way children understand how well they are progressing. And at the weekend, we do 720 marks NEET mock test. So that way children, week to week, they understand how well they are progressing. If they have to make any changes to their preparation, they will be able to do, and they will be able to rectify, they will be able to become better. And right after mock test, we also ensure to provide counseling. We ensure children to do the error analysis. The intention of the exam is majorly to understand what are the concepts, what are the questions which children could not do correctly. those questions we make them solve in error analysis notebook. That way, these concepts, when they repeat in the subsequent weeks, they can perform correctly this time, and the meaning week after week, they will become stronger and stronger, and their scores will go only upwards. And time efficiency would nicely creep in with capacity building, with multiple mock tests and expert counseling. We also encourage group learning. That way, all the time, throughout their stay at Rockwood Academy, naturally children learn and start performing in the NEET kind of examination. These are something very unique. I would say, Rockwoodian Edge will assure the success for any type of learner in the NEET kind of examination. I hope I answered your question, Gracelyn. Back to you.
Yes, sir. Now, since something that is very trending during these days, during these years, is like how a child learns how to use a mobile phone before learning how to talk, right? So that is how technology has taken over this modern world. So how is this technology being used in Rockwood's NEET Academy?
Wonderful question, I would say. I think we are moving into an era of artificial intelligence, where things are being built pretty much over internet. And at Rockwoods, we always have taken the advantage of the greatest, the modern technology that we have in the industry. So I can proudly say, for NEET kind of competitive examination, we make use of the best of the technology that we have in the market. So how do we use? So daily practice tests we conduct on the devices. So that way, children will be able to write the exam on the technology, wherein their result is also going to be immediately shown to them. Not only that, they understand how well they have done in comparison with the other set of children, and we also compare, with average score, top score, and where this child stands. Remember, NEET exam is comparative ranking, is going to be given. So this kind of comparison, if you can bring it as part of the mock test itself, children will be able to understand. At times, 650 is a very good score. But if paper is easy and that may not be that good of score as well. So if you bring in comparative analysis, you will always judge properly how well you have done with respect to others. And not only that comparison, if you go to the next slide, please. You will also understand, what the correct answers are for each question where child has done wrong. Apart from that, what type of questions child has committed mistakes. So if you look at, one of the analysis that I have it on the screen right now for all the viewers, remembering type of question, this specific child, this is a sample report, has done all 100% type of questions correctly, whereas understanding type of questions, this child has done 94% correctly, which is very good, I would say. Whereas application type of questions, it has come down to 91%, whereas analyzing type of question, this child has done 89% only correctly. Meaning, this specific child, if she or he is exposed to more of analyzing type or application type of questions, in the next kind of examination, she will perform better than this percentage. So this kind of analysis, child will be able to see, parent will be able to see, also faculty members will be able to see. That way, faculty can provide such kind of questions to them, and children also can practice looking at these kind of scores. They will be able to reflect for themselves without waiting for somebody to tell them what and where things have gone wrong. So such kind of things, we have at Rockwood Academy, and all these kind of analysis over a period of time, exam after exam, exam after exam. All of this technology nicely accumulates, all of such kind of things and can tell which chapters, which concept child is very strong at, which concept child is not strong at. That way, child knows where to spend time, how to use the time effectively, so that in the final exam that they write, they will come out, with flying colors. I hope I answered your question, Gracelyn. Back to you.
Yes, sir. So, as in the name Rock, being the foundation for many children, does Rockwood offer any scholarship for NEET Academy students?
Yes, we do, and but however, time is running out. So we do offer Rockwood scholarships, but you need to have child come to for Rockwood's campus and take up little tests that we conduct, and we provide scholarships up to 50% of the fee that we have, based on the NEET score, based on the scholarship that we conduct at our campus. We also provide early bird offer. So for registering, NEET seat as early as possible. Time is running out, but we can still provide that. And apart from this, throughout the course of children preparation at NEET, Rockwood's NEET Academy, we conduct mock tests, and for weekend mock tests, we provide rewards for the children who are performing the best. That way, children always have motivation to perform better and better, and children who are getting little less score also motivated to go up. For that, they prepare well. So these are all the things what we do on continual basis in order to recognize the talent, in order to have best talent as part of our classrooms.
Yes, our final question is, what is the difference between Rockwood's NEET Academy and the other NEET academies?
All right, good question. Why should the students choose Rockwood's NEET Academy over other academies? So I would put 4 major parameters. In fact, you can also search, do little research online as well. At Rockwood's, we have limited number of children in the classroom. So we limit number of children to only 30. Every student is going to have personalized attention. Whereas with other institutes, the number goes up to 50 to 60, 60 to 70. There are some colleges, they keep even 100 to 120 kind of numbers in the classroom. So personalized attention is the first advantage a student is going to have at Rockwood's. Second advantage is the infrastructure. At Rockwood's, we have very spacious classrooms, spacious dormitories. We have facility of library and digital board, which will help us to deliver the concept seamlessly in short span of time. And then we have biology lab, physics lab, chemistry lab. There are cases where if you can expose to certain experiments, we don't have to repeatedly explain to children in NEET long term. And we also have good playground where we provide 30 to 40 minutes of play time for NEET long term students when they are preparing from morning to evening. When they are given little breathing space like this, they will be able to prepare very effectively in the classroom. At Rockwood's, we have such kind of facility. With the other colleges, you do not have such kind of luxury and facilities. So that is the biggest advantage, I would say. And even the seating, the way how we have, it would greatly help children to sit for a very long time, and without getting tired, they can prepare. And third one, I think, I answered as part of one of your questions today. We are future ready. We take the advantage of the technology and we use it to deliver different type of concepts, analyze the student performances, and provide support as required wherever it is required. And last one, we don't label children, we don't brand students that, you don't do well, you don't belong this section, you don't belong that section. And, we don't use, such kind of words and things entire in our campus. Rather, we try helping every type of learner. There are some children, if you repeat the concept, they will perform better. There are some children, when you motivate them, they will perform better. When there are some children where if you can provide challenging questions, they start performing better and better. So we understand that, and then we decode the problem and we provide support in the form of counselors, motivators, and that's how we help every type of children rather than trying to blame them for their performance. So these are the 4 factors based on which you can decide to choose Rockwood's NEET Academy. And above all, we have good and experienced expert faculty members. Your NEET preparation is going to be very much safe in Rockwood's NEET Academy hands. I hope I answered the question. Back to you, Wesley.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. So all the questions are over. And now we have a lot of questions that are popping up. Do you provide residence here at Rockwoods?
Yes. In fact, most of the students opt for residential option in the NEET long term. And we do have residential facility. As I mentioned, we have spacious dormitories with air conditioned, and most of the children stay in the residential so that they can take advantage of time for preparing NEET examination.
Yes, sir, thank you. The second question is, when are you going to start NEET coaching?
So NEET long-term coaching classes we have already started. It's been a couple of weeks. However, children are still walking in. There are some children who are, waiting for counseling to happen. There are some children waiting for Supreme Court order. There are some children who are just waiting, thinking, assuming that, there is ample time. I would say, if you decided to become a doctor, if you're passionate to become a doctor, if you have not done well, if your score is not that good in the last NEET examination, I would say it is a time to walk into very prestigious and good institute like Rockwood's NEET Academy and start attending classes. So we have already started, but it's very early classes are going on right now. So full-blown classes can happen anytime soon. The sooner that you can walk in, you can make use of the entire year for thorough preparation.
Thank you, sir. Now, this is a question that popped up a lot, and is a question from my side as well. Is there going to be a re-NEET?
I think I answered many a times. I can understand, most of the parents and even students who are anxiously waiting what is going to happen with the NEET 2024, as there were rumors of paper leakage and some malpractices, some time delays, with all such kind of news. I would say, if you got good score, congratulations. And all that you have to do is start preparing for your counseling for medical seat allotment. In case if you have not got good score, or if you're wishing to take one more attempt of NEET, don't wait for anything at this point of time. Start attending classes, start preparing for NEET, and if it is cancelled as well, NEET 2024, if they do re-NEET, anyway, with your preparation that you start from today, it is going to benefit you, right? Even if re-NEET is not going to happen, the preparation that you start at the early stage from now is going to be the biggest advantage you will have for NEET 2025. So don't wait for external factors of whether it will be cancelled or not cancelled. You may get seat, you may not get. So all that you cannot influence those factors. What you can influence is you preparing and you taking the advantage of the time that you have. These are the things which you have control. So make use of these things. Start doing it from today. so that in the future, you will be able to do much better.
Thank you so much, sir. Question answer session is done. And thank you to all the live viewers who have come from various platforms. We will be meeting in a few days with another Rockwood webinar series. Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.